just arrived at the small town of Jericho Springs. Let me show you a map. And here's population history. Peak population way back in 1890. There were 486 people here. Last census down to 160. Here's their little downtown that has been pretty much abandoned, as you can see. Here's across the street. Not sure if they're doing anything there or not. Let's see, we head this way. We've got a city park and a square here. The town was named after the biblical city in the Bible, Jericho, which is in Palestine today, I believe. That, and it was partly named after the springs. They are right over here. Let me get out and take a look at them. Jericho Springs. I don't think I'm going to walk in that. Boy, that's some odd sounds, isn't it? Interesting. It's very quiet and peaceful here. All right, well, there's the fire department. Here's the ethnic breakdown. 90% white, 10% mixed race. That's it. Now, is that a church there in the distance? I'll go take a look at that here shortly. Let me give you a median household income. $50,000 a year. $960 a week. It's pretty good money, isn't it? A little town like this. Park closed 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. Exception with approval of Board of Trustees. How about that? A little basketball goal over there. And a bathroom. Public restroom. Wow. Here's poverty, 14.5 overall. School-age children, only 4%, very low. But for older folks, it is not good at all, 55%. Wow. All right, I'm attempting to find the church. Oh, there it is. Looks like I have found it. That has been sitting empty for a long time, hasn't it? Right next to it, an old abandoned mobile home. A couple of them, actually. There's a car back there, too. I don't think that car has been moved from that spot in quite a while. Well, okay. Cost of living is $79 here. Utilities highest at 105, housing at 53. And crime, 0 reported last year. 0 crimes. Now here's City Hall, right next to the park. I'm thinking that's where the post office is too. See that post office box there? An old building here that looks like it might have been a hotel, possibly. It's sitting empty now. A lot of houses just hiding in the brush. Here's the median home value, $59,200. Another abandoned house. And yet another one. Yeah, a lot of this town is sitting empty. Well, alright guys, I'm going to attempt to show you 6 towns today. Can you see that Confederate flag in there in the window? A couple of them. Alright. Yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I'm going to attempt to show you 6 towns today. There's a church. So let's head to the next one right now. Well, into Sheldon, Missouri, I go. Here's downtown. Let's see what it looks like. Interesting. Well, they got a few stores and shops, don't they? There's some cars here too. Some people down here doing something. Jones Twine Company. Looks like the top employer, doesn't it? Well, here's a map real quick. And in population history, peak population 1920, 544 people. 2010, 543. Last census down to 435. What do you think? Old hotel, maybe? Possibly even a school? Hard to say. This town was founded when the railroad came, by the way. There it is. Well, let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 93% white, 4% Hispanic, 3% mixed race. Sheldon Community Building. Got a city park here. Looks like they're prepping for some sort of event here. No concealed weapons, no golf carts, ATVs. Not responsible for accidents. How about that? Well, here's the median household income. $42,386 a year. $915 a week. Cost of living is $75. Utilities, again, $105. Housing is $40. There's always a few houses like this. People who have a lot of stuff. Yep, Mother Nature has taken that one. Well, let's see, I checked crime. Last year, 3.7 incidents per 100 people. The U.S. is 2.3. So that means crime here is a bit on the high side. Actually, quite a bit high. They had 15 crimes here last year. In this town of a little over 400 people. Median home value here is $76,700. Here's the poverty rate, 29.8 overall. School-aged children, 55. Wow, over half the kids here in poverty. 65 and older, it's only 3% though. I was wondering if I would run across the fire department. Here it is. It's kind of off to the side of town. A bit surprised to see that. It's a beautiful old house back there. Clearly abandoned. Alright, well, that's enough for here, I think. Let's keep it moving. Let's head to the next town. I am making my way into Moundville, Missouri. This is the downtown. Not a whole lot here, is there? I believe this used to be the post office. Not anymore, though, I don't think. Wow, that's it. Well, here's the map. So you can see where I'm at. And population history, 1900, 287 people. Last census, 78. Yeah, a little more than a wide spot in the road. I'm not sure what this was. Maybe a church. They do have something interesting over here. Let me give you the ethnic breakdown first, though. 93% white, 7% mixed race. And median household income, $50,000 a year. It's $960 a week. All right, so I believe this is someone's residence, and they're maintaining this garage. Phillips 66. That is really cool, isn't it? There's not a whole lot here and a lot to draw numbers from, but here they are anyway, the rest of them. Poverty 9.2, school-aged children 0, 65 and older 8%. Cost of living is 76. Utilities 105, just like the last town. Housing is a 41. Crime here last year, 3.6 incidents per 100. There are 3 crimes here total last year. Median home value, that's just NA. But if you look at the chart there, 82% of the homes are worth less than 100K. However, 6% are worth between 400 and 500K. Yeah, so there's that. Alright, so yeah, just a quick look at this little dinky town. Let's head to the next one. I am in Bronaugh, Missouri. I'll head into downtown here in just a second. Checking out some stuff here. Old church. Alright. Downtown is that way. Let me show you a map first. And population history. Peak population 1920, 285 people. Last census, 163. Well, let's see what's down here. Park over there. Emergency vehicle. I guess that's the fire department? I don't know. I don't think so. Just not a lot going on. I think that is the post office. Yeah, very quiet, isn't it? Well, let me give you the ethnic breakdown. 99% white. Remaining 1% is mixed race. Here's median household income. $70,179 a year. It's $13.50 a week. It's quite a bit of money, isn't it? A little town like this. Cost of living of $78. Utilities $105 again. It's got housing as $49. Alright. I guess that's one of the employers. What do you think? This appears to be the town store. A few cars in front of it. Methodist Church, 1887. Is that when it was built? That would be worth saving, huh? It's that old. Poverty 27.7 overall. School-aged children 43. Again, that's high. 65 and older 15%. Crime last year? 0. 0 crimes reported. This looks like possibly even government housing. These all look exactly the same. There's 3 buildings here. They are empty now, though. Doors wide open there. Housing is an NA. 81% of the homes here were under 100K, though. You can see the chart there. 19%, 100K to 200K. Okay, well, let's head to the next town. I am at the town of Liberal, Missouri. This town was founded as an atheist utopia, and in the beginning, churches and saloons were not allowed. But then the railroad came, and with that, church-going folk and the idea of a atheist utopia ended. Alright, we are driving into downtown, as you can probably see. That's pretty good size, isn't it? It's kind of a lot going on here. There's quite a few shops and things too, aren't there? Yeah, there is some life in this downtown. The Liberal News. I wonder if it's still printing. Well, here's a map. And in population history, 1920, peak population 1160, last census down to 629. Well, that is a beautiful old house. That appears to have been abandoned. Yeah, they have a Casey's out here. There's a place called Bin Builders right up here. I'm guessing maybe top employer? One of the top employers for the town? What do you think? Looks like they got some stuff going on there. some of the houses. How about if I give you ethnic breakdown? It is 87% white, 2% Native American, 2% Hispanic, the rest mixed or other. And here's the median household income, $53,333 a year. It's $10.25 a week. Not too bad. Let me give you poverty. 14.5 overall. School-aged children, 15%. 65 and older, 17%. Those are actually right in line with the U.S. Not bad at all. Well, let's see. What's the cost of living? $75. Man, that's really low. Utilities, a 105. Housing is a 40. And I checked crime. 0 crimes reported here last year. Well, an abandoned house just rotting away in the summer sun. School bus back there. There's another one right next door too. That one is almost completely lost in there. Let's see, I haven't given you median home value yet. It is $76,700. Alright, well, I think we're done here. Yeah, let's go check out the next town. The last town. I'm driving into downtown Lamar, Missouri. This town is the birthplace of our 33rd president, Harry S. Truman. It's also the county seat for Barton County. We'll take a closer look at that in a second. It's got another claim to fame as well. The legendary lawman, Wyatt Earp, was the constable of this town in the late 1800s. In fact, I think this is the very first town that Wyatt Earp was the constable for. He began his law career right here in this little town in Missouri. Just kind of going around a circle here, the square, giving you a bit of a look. That's quite the old theater, isn't it? Yeah, it's Art Deco. I'm here on the square. They've got a statue of, well, the Statue of Liberty. That is what it is a statue of. I'm gonna walk over to this county courthouse. Let me show you a map as I head that way. And population history. 2010 was peak population, 4532. 2020 down to 4266. Okay. Yeah, let me get up to this courthouse. All right, yeah, this is the Barton County Courthouse, built in 1888, and that is Romanesque architecture. It takes its cues from 12th century Europe. The idea is sturdiness, but still grand. Right here in the corner of downtown, they've got Wyatt Earp Park. Pretty awesome, huh? And a place for the town to gather. A statue of Wyatt Earp and his wife. And apparently they used to raise hogs. How about this, huh? Wyatt Earp, born in 1848 in Illinois. And moves to Lamar, Missouri, 1866. He's appointed constable. Interesting. I'll leave this here so you guys can read it if you want. 1879, he heads to Tombstone. Has the famous gunfight at the OK Corral. And I've shown that to you guys. I've taken you to Tombstone. Wyatt's time in Lamar, clouded in mystery, love, heartbreak, that of an outlaw. He was full of ambition and curiosity. Survived the cruel Civil War. Yeah, I'll hold this for a second and you guys can just pause it if you want to read this whole thing. I don't want to read all of this, that'll take too long. Alright, well, as I check out some of the residential streets, let me give you some numbers. Here's the ethnic breakdown. 94% white, 2% Hispanic, 1% black, remaining 3% mixed race or other. Here's a number that I found interesting. Median household income, $34,894 a year. That's not much money, is it? Of the 6 towns, this is the biggest one, yet has the lowest incomes. $34,000, a little less than $35,000 a year. Cost of living's good. It's an 80, so 20% lower than the U.S. Utilities, 105. Housing's 55. But look at the median home value, $114,800. By far the most expensive of the 6 towns. Yeah, poverty numbers back it up. 33% overall, 17 and under, 51%. Yeah, half the kids here live in poverty. 65 and older, 16%. Last year they had 30 crimes per 1,000 people. That compares to 23 for the U.S. So crime here was a little on the high side. It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Now, this street is packed with treasures. All kinds of stuff going on here. Man. They have taken accumulating stuff to a whole new level on this street. Well, let's see. Kansas is just a short distance west from here. So I'm thinking, let's go check out some towns in Kansas. Yeah, sounds good. See you guys there.